Hi, welcome back to the update of the Blue Elephant CNC 6090. If you saw the last short I did, it was just a brief introduction of the machine and what we're going to do with it and a few problems I've had. Now, main problem is the aluminium extruded table. It's very thin. I'll just try and show you there. Now that is about 1.5 millimeters on the base there and the side walls. The top is a little bit thicker, but it's very bendy and flimsy. Now it's only located in across three ways across the X on some rough cast iron, so it's never going to sit level with the machine and flat. So as a temporary solution, I've screwed this contra board. I'm going to give it a skim, and then I've got another piece to screw on the top of it. I know it's not brilliant, the chipboard stuff, but it's just a temporary solution. I do hope to fit a new aluminium table. I've just been to the recycling centre to see if I can get some aluminium, but they've only just emptied the skip, so I can't get any. So we'll get some machined Alcoa aluminium plates, perhaps about 20mm thick, and then put a series of fixing down holes in and datum points. I'll just give you a quick tour of the gubbins. Now I think, in my opinion, it is a fairly well made machine. There's the spindle driver, the FD, the 3 motor drivers, the power pack, and the Mach 3 control board. Now, as I said, I think it is pretty well made. It is, as I said, not an expensive machine. You can see under there. If you can see that where it's fixed on, I don't know if you can see. Try and get it under there. Can you see that middle cross piece there? That's just rough cast iron. Now that's the only place it's supported, so it will bounce quite a bit. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to machine this flat. Hopefully I can start it off. I have homed the machine already, set the spindle Z. So live television, here we go. Speed up a bit. As I said, I'm going to machine this flat now and screw the other piece on to give it a bit more stability. I'll come back to you when that is machined. Okay, that's now machined up flat. Took about 12 minutes. I only used a 22mm cutter. It came with the machine, so it wasn't very quick, but it got the job done. Bit of dust, and I put the extractor piece on the spindle just to keep some dust down. Did a good job with the vac attached to it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to fasten this piece of Conti board, which is pretty flat, to that one. Reason being, I just don't want that face on for the minute. I want a white face, because what I've ordered some M8 threaded inserts to space every 50mm on this piece of wood here for clamp downs, rather than using the T-slots or screws. I don't really want to use screws. I could do. I know this contra board isn't very strong for the inserts, but I said this is a temporary measure, so we'll see how we get on. So what I'll do now, I'll just fix this to the machine, to that piece of I've just machined down, and then we'll drill some holes for some stops and for the spot it for the 50mm pitchings of the M8 inserts when they arrive. We only ordered them yesterday, so they should be here next week. Okay, I'll just get that on and come back. Okay, right, I've screwed this second piece of contraplaque to the first piece that I machined up. It's not too bad. I've just marked out where I'm going to put my insert holes here and these squares here. So I just marked out so I miss those, obviously. Them are the hold down ones, which comes to the other one. So what I'll just do now, I give it a go over the clock, and there's about 5-6 thou in it, which is not brilliant, but it's better than the millimetre it was before with the just flat on the bed. So I'll just run this over for you. This is a thou clock, not a millimetre. It's an imperial clock. Each division's half a thou. So I'll just get this feed rate up a bit, just do my beer all day. Six, 7 thou. So it's not brilliant. If I wanted perfect, I'd probably pack up the lower end with a piece of paper, but I said this is temporary. But that wire needs a bit of oil on it. Sorry. Sorry the video, this is just off my phone, this, nothing special. So, it's not as good as I would have hoped, but like I said, it's better than it was before. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to spot all these holes so I can drill them for my M8 inserts. What I'm also going to do is, you see this point here, that's going to be my XY0. When I home the machine, it comes to here. So once I zero that, it zeroes at home position, I can do XY100, which will take me to a point where I know where it is every time. So I'm going to use some 8mm dowels. So this line here is 4mm off my datum, which will bring the edge of the dowel to my datum point. It's not accurate, but it's good enough for a bit of wood for now. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes along here, along the X, and 1 hole in the Y, just as a stop. So I want to put a piece of material up against it. Once I hold the machine, XY0, MDI it's at X100, Y100, and I can read zero everything there from there, rather than have me down here, rather than the point of zero down there. So right, so that's what we'll do now. Come back and I'll have a program for spotting these M8 insert holes. Okay, I'm just spotting these holes now. I know I could have probably drilled straight through in one hit, but a bit of practice, thought I'd spot some. I forgot to set the cord right away. It's on a drilling cycle. 50mm pitches. X minus 25, Y minus 25 from my origin spot. It's all practice. There we go. I'm using Mach 3, anybody's interested. It does keep crashing a few times, but it was free with the machine. So, and they have been quite good, the after sales. Can't complain there. Right, I'll let this continue, and then I'll start again with the video once I've spotted all the holes, and then we'll do some drilling. Okay, while that's finishing off, just thought I'd show you what else we've got in here. We've got a small Hossa jig borer. Not a bad little machine. And we've also got Harrison M250 lathe. Again, that's okay. I mean, machines in France, second machines are very expensive compared to the UK, that is. I think I paid €3,000 for that lathe delivered. And the same for the small jig borer. So that's just finishing now. So how long was that took? 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes for 160 holes. So there we go. I was going to drill the holes, but since I haven't got the inserts yet, I'm not 100% what size to drill them. So what I'll do next is, it's just gone to meet XY0 point. I'll put these holes in for my dowels so I can create a stop point. So we'll just do that and then we'll wait until I get my inserts to drill those holes. Okay, let's drill these off. Hopefully we'll be okay this time. I'll explain why in a minute.